killed hip hop because we made it fun.
Yeah.
You feel me? It became more party.
Yep.
It became more about the elements of having a good time. And then it evolved back into something else because you feel me? So
I mean, even when it come to like, the biggest artist in the game, Drake, right? And we look at it, I don't know how people could really hate Drake.
Yeah.
Like in that the music that he makes is the thing that people say that they want that's not necessarily toxic, right? And that, for example, if I could be riding down the street, and let's just, take the certain side of it. Like he came out with an album, I think it was called Honestly Nevermind or whatever. And it was just like all vibe music. I put it on with my girl and she was just happy about it and we was just kind of chilling or whatever. But then he got killed for it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't gangster enough or he wasn't rapping hard enough or nothing like that, right?
Right.
And so it's like I don't think that you can really please people.
It's all entertainment.
I don't think you can please people,
You
bro.
can't. It's all entertainment. It's all entertainment, man. So people are so, like, what's crazy is, like, people hang their lives on entertainment, right? And so people create their identities with a lot of these entertainment, sports or figures or musicians and things like of that nature, right? So, and the problem is they're hanging their identities because people don't fully know themselves, right? And so after a while, we have to learn who we are. You feel me?
Yeah.
And so everything becomes opinionated because we're caught up, you know what I'm saying, in the facade.
Yeah.
And we can't see what's going on. Because entertainment, I feel, was probably created to, obviously to get some enjoyment, but a lot of it is a distraction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, of what's really going on. And so I think a lot of people are sick, and we use it to release.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Our opinions. Okay, I don't like him. Why? I don't know. You really don't like yourself. You feel what I'm saying?
How do you deal with because I mean obviously you've had a lot of successes, but throughout those successes, we go through stuff, right? We normal human beings, we people like everybody else, right? How do you deal with like the disappointments? Like, you might pour into somebody and then somebody turn against you, or you might invest a bunch of money in somebody and then they don't necessarily blow. How do you deal with that? How do you come back? And I know you can do it because you kind of similar, you similarly have the same perspective in life towards, as me, as far as, going to continue to grind and grow. But like if you having conversations with somebody and they ask you, yo, boom, how do you deal with when you have a bad day or somebody snake you or the business is dirty or whatever and you got to go home and then wake up in the morning? How do you deal with that, bro?
I think
because you in a wild game.
Yeah, I think my military background kind of helped me a little bit with when I went through basic training and kind of teach you what you can go through. You feel me, in life. But I think me being a winner, you know what I'm saying, and not a quitter. Like I'm that type of person. Like I don't want to quit when things are bad.
Yeah.
I'd rather walk away at the top. Winning.
Yeah.
You get where I'm coming from? Unless God put in my spirit, hey, you need to pivot from this. It's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? And certain things I pivoted from and it's not worth it. And then some of us just have callings to do certain things, you know what I'm saying? Like my boy Yaki, who you just, you know what I'm saying, just interviewed, where sometimes you got to put your life on the line for the purpose that you've been given. You know what I'm saying? Like that's your calling. That's your purpose on this earth. And you just got to fulfill what's in your spirit. So sometimes I think with me is, I'm a firm believer that things don't happen to you. They happen for you, right? And you have to get it's like levels of a game. I have to understand what's the lesson in this, right? Especially when you're moving with pure intentions. Yeah. So if biblically they crucified Jesus.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, you're right.
And most people crucify you not because of you, but because they don't understand.
Yeah.
You feel me? And so me, I don't know. I'm still out here like everybody else trying to figure it out. You feel me?
Yeah, but you too, you got it, bro. Like you got it. Let me ask you a question. Do you know in order to be in the game, do you have to have a certain ear? Because like, for example, do you know when you meet a guy or when you hear him or when you hear, what he's been doing or whatever, do you automatically know whether or not that person is that guy?
I be getting a feeling. It's a feeling.
Is it?
Yeah, and I think that's a gift. I think it's a gift. You know what I'm saying? So like a lot of the artists that I know musically, you got it. You feel me? Or star power, because I think the game now has evolved from just the music. It's about influence.
It is.
It's majorly about influence. It's about popularity. Like I said, it's about generating revenue. So I look at it from I can see it from both sides.
Yeah.
I don't look at everything as just a creative side. I can see the creative and I can see the business side of it. So this person got star power. Now, what's your work ethic?
I was just about to ask you about that, though, because I was going to ask you, can you sense when a person has the talent or they got star power, but then at the same time, you might want to pass off of them because you know that they might don't have a work ethic or they might be too caught up in a certain lifestyle.
And I think that's the reason why I kind of switched what I do. I think I'm more focused as of lately is creating platforms for artists to thrive off of themselves. So instead of putting all my energy into a person, I put it into a system. You know what I'm saying? That way, when they come through my system, they can get the kind of exposure and they could pop themselves off. Since, because what they're going to do is, as soon as you pop them off, it's just like when things go good, they did it. When they go bad, you did it. You feel me? So, I want to kind of move out the way of that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to learn. Like I said, I'm still learning and trying to maneuver. I don't have all the answers by far. I just understand the business. You feel me? And I understand that, if artists can get some consulting. Get somebody who's actually done it.
You know they ain't doing that, Boom.
But that's why I got to get his message. In any business that you do, did you just jump into real estate and just start? Because if you do, you could do it that way, but you're going to take more losses than if you would have went and seek consulting.
No, I had a mentor.
That's a consultant.
That when I got into the game that helped me.
Right.
Now I'm starting to get into a different portion of real estate because instead of buying them turnkey and just owning the properties and then putting people in them and stuff like that, now I'm starting to get into land development, right? So I'm buying property, we're developing it from scratch, but I'm going through a lot with that, right? But I knew I was going to go through a lot with it because it was a learning curve that I had to have that I wasn't familiar with. Now I did have people that I hired around me, my architect that helped me build some of my restaurants, right? He used to build houses. He also served as a general contractor, so he's playing a huge role, right? But there are things that I didn't know that I'm just learning. But I also understand that it's going to be incredibly profitable long term, right? Right. But I'm willing to take that risk because, that's what I do. This is what I do for a living, right? But it's a lot of people, they ain't got the chops for that. They not built for that. Right. I know it's some people that just, they need to just sit on the sideline, or maybe honestly, it's some people that just need to go to work every day. I ain't even going to cap. It's some people that just need to go and clock in, and they need to go to work every day because this is Anna, you quit a really lucrative job and you was working literally side by side next to a billionaire.